What's poppin', y'all? Welcome to my living room, aka where I sleep. So really, welcome to my room. It's me, Elle. Today we are going on a thrift crawl. It's not necessarily a haul because I don't intend on buying a lot of stuff. And I just figured, pub crawl, you jump from one like pub slash bar to another. So thrift crawl, because we're going to multiple thrift shops and vintage stores. I started being big on buying secondhand clothing my senior year of high school, maybe, which was 2019-2020, and since then probably 80% if not 90% of everything that I have bought have all been secondhand. And I've just been a big fan of thrift shopping and vintage clothes, just because it's generally better for the planet. Not to say that thrift shopping in itself is perfectly ethical either, but then there is no ethical consumption under capitalism. I just think it's really important in these kinds of things to just be mindful and intentional and be more aware, and to generally just avoid overconsumption. So for everything excluding pants, I have a budget of $50, if not less. The reason why I excluded the pants is because recently I have gained a not unnoticeable amount of weight, which I'm not ashamed of, by the way. Body positivity all around. But that means about half of the pants that I brought with me don't even go past my thighs anymore. So I'm letting myself invest in pants, maybe 1 or 2 pairs. Like I said in my previous video, I did not intend on staying this long. I thought I would be coming home in February, which meant that I packed for winter and winter alone and all my stuff for winter clothes. So yeah, just stuff that would be easier to wear during spring, which is coming up soon. Our first stop is Rogue. It's a thrift store on Stanton Street. The original plan was to walk there, but then halfway there I realized I was stupid and forgot my power bank. So I had to run back home and get it and decided to take the train instead. If you notice anything today, I again decided to go out without a coat because apparently I don't learn my lesson. The only way I know that it wasn't a completely bad idea is because I've seen a handful of people dress similarly to me. So that's how I kind of gauge that I'm not gonna be freezing. Okay, so that's Rogue behind me. I just walked out. Stuff is expensive, y'all. So our first stop is a bus. I was really shocked. I thought they had $5, $10 bins, but when I walked in, there was nothing that was below like $20. Even the curation of the stuff is kind of not great. I don't know if that's just because like my style doesn't fit their style. That's most likely the reason. And there was even one pair of pants that was like $48, but the pants like at the bottom were frayed and not like on purpose. First stop, kind of disappointing. I hope we find better. Dude, I don't know, I can't wrap my head around why the clothes there were that expensive. I get it, some of them are from like well-known brands, but think about how much they got it for, then the markup. And yeah, they have to pay their workers, they have to keep the store running, but I know a highway robbery when I see one. That store was not for me. Thrift shopping was made for the middle class and the lower classes. This is another example of rich people taking nice things away from us. It kind of factors in what I was saying a while ago about thrifting clothes not being completely ethical, because the more popular this thing got, the more exclusive it became, and the less accessible it became to like the ordinary person. Our next stop is gonna be Elle Train Vintage. It's sort of like a New York City staple when it comes to thrifting. There was this advertisement I saw that they also have like discount bins for like $5, $10. But honestly, right now I'm kind of doubtful. So I just stepped out of the Elle Train Vintage store. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. Literally everything there is around $10. I walked away with a pair of jeans and a sweater. I will show you guys later. The only thing was that they didn't have a lot of stuff that was in my size, and I was surprised because I'm generally a smaller person. Most of the clothes were like medium, large, and the pants were like 30-ish, 31, 32. Next we are going to this thing called Artists and Flea. It's in Chelsea, which is on like the west-ish side of Manhattan, and I'm on the east side. So I have to walk a long way. I ended up spending probably an hour and a half to 2 hours just an L train. I don't know if you see it, but it's kind of getting dark already. One thing I wasn't prepared for was the amount of young teens in that store, which makes sense because school had just gone out. Never in my life have I felt more terrorized by a group of children in my life. They didn't do anything bad, it's just that, you know, there's a lot of yelling and pushing around, and I was like, whoa, I have not been around young people in a while. I'm probably gonna end up stopping somewhere first to grab a drink or a snack. Not gonna lie, I had like 3 frozen taquitos for lunch. So I'm kind of running on empty here. I made a mistake. So the Artists and Fleas place, this one is only open Thursday to Monday. It's Tuesday. I'm going to start making my way back to Midtown, so because the other stuff that I wanted to see are there. It's a 20-minute walk back. So instead of walking the street, I decided I would treat myself and pass by the High Line. That's the High Line. We are going to enter. If you guys aren't familiar with what the High Line is, it used to be like a section of train, like tracks and station that they decommissioned a long while back, and then they decided to turn it into a park. You're gonna be walking on the rails and looking at trees and other cool stuff, and you get a view of the city. Side note, there's a lot of really expensive apartments that also overlook onto the High Line, and not gonna lie, that's like one of my dream apartments. Okay, here we are. It's also getting a bit chillier, but it's like bearable. It's not regret levels chilly.
I want to talk to you.
Not now, later.
No, now. I still love you.
So I decided to head back to Midtown and go to this cafe called Maman. I've been there with my friends, but on the way there I found this thrift shop, so we're gonna check it out. I didn't really look that hard, but their stuff in general wasn't really my style. It felt millennial-y, which isn't bad. It's just geared towards older customers. Ooh. I found Buffalo Exchange, which was supposed to be one of our stops, but I need some food inside me first. Okay, food first, then Buffalo Exchange. I did not know that would be on this street. So as it turns out, I have to run to the Goodwill first before I head to Buffalo Exchange, because Goodwill closes at 7 and I don't have that much time, and Buffalo Exchange closes at 8. But that will be our last 2 thrift stores for today. I really thought that I would find more to buy, but you know, quality over quantity always. I will see you guys when I get to Goodwill. Okay, I'm really happy with my Goodwill purchase. I got a pair of pants for $10. It was a really good pair of pants. And dude, I got a dress for $2. $2! And it was really pretty too. It was the blue one you saw earlier. Although if you saw, it's a little bit on the short side. So I don't really know if that counts as a dress. I love Goodwill. It's so organized there. And this one, which is near Madison Square, the people who work there are so nice. Super, super sweet. Like literally the nicest. I and I got a discount card as well. I'm definitely coming back. Our final stop will be Buffalo Exchange. I keep going back and forth because I don't know where to go. Our final stop will be Buffalo Exchange. I now have enough time to be able to go around, but honestly I'm kind of happy with what I got already. But like, let's see, maybe I'll find like hidden gems and stuff. Okay, we are done with Buffalo Exchange. I love that store. There were so many cute things that I was so tempted to buy, but the prices were a bit higher. But honestly, I don't really mind. It wasn't that bad. I ended up getting a pair of pants, and the most expensive thing that I bought today was a $26 pair of overalls, but it's so worth it. It was so cute. And thus concludes our, I don't know, thrift crawl. Am I running with that? Before I started today, I said that I had a personal budget of $50 on everything except pants. So I was able to get $8 pants from Elle Vintage, which ended up not fitting, and their fitting rooms were closed, so I wouldn't have known. And then a $10 pair of pants from Goodwill, and then another $15 from Buffalo Exchange. Super happy with those, by the way. For the rest, I got also 3 pieces. This sweater from Elle Vintage. I decided to wear it because it started getting cold. I got a dress slash blouse for $2 in Goodwill, and I got a $26 pair of overalls from Buffalo Exchange. Quite happy with what I got. I did have a list that I started with of things that I was looking out for. Out of 6 things, I probably only found 2, which was the jeans and what else? And the sweater. But other than that, I was pleasantly surprised with what I got. Like, not stuff that I expected, but stuff that I really like. I'm now running home because it's past 8 and I should have been home at 8. But it's all good. My mom knows where I am. It's just that generally dinner time, you know? Okay, so for full transparency, I forgot to film an outro a few days ago. So this is me going back and doing that. First of all, yes, I am wearing the new sweater. It has very quickly become like my most favorite sweater. It's so comfy. Second, on the topic of my pants that didn't fit, with the will and determination, I got them to like squeeze onto my. However, it's not the comfiest. It's still a little tight. If like I can't like go all the way down in this. I will put a disclaimer here though that you should avoid forcing yourself into clothes that don't fit. Okay? Clothes are meant to fit you. You are not meant to fit into clothes. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I already paid for them and I like severely miscalculated. My clothes that fit, sizes are just sizes. In fact, the entire reason why I did this entire thrift situation was because my clothes didn't fit anymore. And there's no shame in that. What I realized, the bad thing about thrifting this month is that they're still getting rid of a lot of their winter stuff, even if we're entering spring. And like I said at the start of this video, I needed more spring clothes. The stuff that I was able to get were not exclusively spring, but almost all of the other stuff you would see there were all still winter specific. So it was all still jackets and sweaters, and it wasn't really what I was looking for, where I could get like tops where I could show a little bit more collarbone, you know, because I haven't seen my own clavicle in a while. Also, the timing of this video was kind of funny because we did laundry today and I very stupidly left something in the pocket of one of my shorts. These shorts were also thrifted, by the way. I probably only paid like what, 80 pesos for them in a Instagram store, so I'm not too sorry to see them go. But The dye, and I don't even know what I left in my pocket. But the dye went all over the place in this pair of shorts. I don't know if you can see the stains. And this in-and-out t-shirt I've had since 2018 when I went to California. But I'm not too hurt over them because they weren't expensive. This was given to me, this was thrifted, so they're easily replaceable. And yeah, it just gives me another excuse to be able to thrift again. Where do you ask, will I be thrifting next? I'm so glad you asked. The ultimate place to thrift here in New York is actually not in Manhattan. It's in Queens. It's called the Goodwill outlet, nicknamed the bins. The bins, because everything is in bins. Instead of things being priced per piece like they are in the Goodwill store I went to, everything is priced per pound. So it's $2.5 per pound. They weigh everything you got. So you just dig through the bins and you go to the counter, they weigh it, and that's what you pay for. One big reason why I didn't go there is because you really have to have like the stamina for it. And I just really felt like I didn't have the endurance that day, especially since I was gonna go through so many thrift stores. Definitely look forward to that in the future. I'm probably just gonna take you guys with me. But yes, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends. That's so awkward to put at the end, just saying. It's like everyone says that, so no one listens to you anymore when you say that. I will see you guys in the next one. Okay.